Okay, so basically, you'll just say your name and spell it, and then you'll tell me what year you are here at Texas State, your major, and we'll just start with that. So you can go ahead.
So you want me to spell my name and everything? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and spell it.
My name is Weston Jenkins, Weston. I'm a marketing and sales major, and I graduate in May 2019.
Sweet. Okay, so first, you can tell me a little bit about Disabled Outdoorsmen, kind of what the big picture is of the organization.
Yes, pretty much Disabled Outdoorsmen is just an organization with anybody that's disabled can get involved with. So we're like a pretty big community. You know, there's some organizations that kind of do what we do, but they're pretty specific on who they help, such as, Wounded Warriors, or there's one called Wood Ministry up in Louisiana.
Okay.
So we're pretty inclusive. Any disability, you have Down syndrome, or if you have PTSD, or if you're missing, if you're amputee, anything. So we take them. Eventually, we're going to take them to we have a big ranch out in Lakey that HEB actually donated to us. Yeah, so we're pretty much just going to get them all together and just let them enjoy what they like to do, which is being outdoors.
Yeah.
Because they use it as therapy. And then as of right now, we're actually bringing a kid down from Utah, Nixon. We're bringing him in this Friday.
Yeah,
I
saw that.
Yeah, so we pretty much just make the impossible into a possible. And so we want the whole family to enjoy it together. So that's why the dad was like, "You just want me to come?" I was like, "No, bring your whole family." So, we raise funds by selling our hats and our shirts. This is our brand.
Yeah.
It's our logo, and represents anyone that's disabled. So in the community. So it gives people a reason to want to wear our stuff. Because, a lot of people know people that are disabled.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. Sweet. So how long did you start this?
Yeah, I started it 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay. Yeah. And so kind of talk about how it's grown, where it started to where it is now.
Yeah, so I got the idea right when I got back from TJ's house. I was just in my room, and the name just randomly popped in my head. It's kind of weird how it happened. Yeah. So it was the full name, Disabled Outdoorsman. So I did some research, and there wasn't a domain for it. There wasn't an Instagram. There wasn't an organization like it. So I was like, well, I'm going to start it up, because there wasn't a brand, like I said, that represented the disabled community. So I got the idea, and I started it up. And it was really pretty slow at first. I didn't have a logo. I just had an Instagram with TJ on it. And then I just started getting all these rapid fire DMs. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So it kind of blew up from the start, and then it kind of hit a median to where it wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And then once I started shooting out shirts and hats and marketing it a little bit more, it started blowing up. And then I got the idea of, well, I can bring these guys down to Texas to meet TJ. The reason behind what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I found a guy up in Utah. He's a double amputee, super outdoors guy. Loves to hunt, loves to fish, but he never killed a whitetail before. So I was like, well, this would be a cool-ass story. So I paid for his flight. We paid for his stay, paid for his hunt, everything free. Flew him down here. And him and TJ were just hanging out, sharing stories. It's just super cool to see. It's it's not a normal deer camp, because these guys, they'll go with their able-bodied buddies, and they can relate to them, but it's not the same,
Yeah.
But when he was with TJ, they just let loose with their stories and the experience. So it was cool to see them just kind of be themselves.
Yeah, that's super cool. And so, did you have any fears going into this, just creating this organization and then going into it, or no fears really?
Honestly, I didn't really have any fears, because it felt like I was kind of meant to do it.
Yeah.
There's fears that it's not going to take off as fast as you want.
Yeah.
But as long as you're consistent and persistent on doing it, and just keep moving forward as much as you can.
Yeah.
Then eventually success will follow.
So did you start, I know you said with the hats and the shirts, and then I think there's a GoFundMe on some page that I saw. I can't remember which one. So it was through that too?
Yeah, the GoFundMe I actually did was for Nixon and his family.
Oh, it was for, okay.
Yeah, but I had a very generous guy who's actually my fraternity brother's dad. He's like, well, I have so many flight points.
So here.
Yeah, just let me pay for all their flights to come down here to use my points. Cool. So what I'm doing with the GoFundMe money is I'm donating it to the family for them to use towards Nixon's cost of
that's super cool.
his cure. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
So when you fly them down here, do they go to a specific ranch? Do they go to the ranch in Lakey, or do they go to a different ranch?
Yes, we have ranches, donated ranches all throughout Texas.
That's super cool.
And there's the hunting community. People don't understand it's a big family. So we have one ranch in Bernie, and the ranch we're going to is actually outside Corpus Christi. It's actually my fraternity brother's dad's.
Okay.
ranch.
Yeah.
And he has like 6-7 cabins up there, so they can all sleep and have their private.
Mm-hmm.
They can be in their own whatever they want to do. So
that's super cool.
Yeah.
So when the first ranch got donated to y'all, like how'd that make you feel? Were you like just like it was like so unbelievable, or how'd that make you feel?
It was really just like a lot of weight lifted off your shoulders, because you're kind of just like a lot of people, they want it as a tax write-off, the 501c3 for the deer.
Yes.
But this guy was just like, man, just come out and you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like as long as you're like respectable and all that, which is what we are. Like I have a really good group of guys with me.
That's good.
So we just go out there and a lot of them don't really care about what they shoot or harvest or whatever. They just like to go out there and hang out.
Fun.
Yeah, because it kind of makes them not ignore their disability, but kind of think past that.
That's super cool. So basically, for the journalism capstone or whatever you want to call it, so we had to pick a problem or an organization or a person or something to the effect to where we could basically make a website and then have this, by the end of it, have a website, an in-depth feature / kind of researchy article, bunch of data. There will be a video at some point, like a video interview kind of thing, like we're doing right now, but actually on camera, so they can get a feel, like you're the creator of the organization, so they can get a feel of like you. Some of the questions are going to be the same on that I'm asking you right now, and that'll just be for that website too. And there'll be like a photo gallery, which I'll get into those questions in a minute, but so basically that's what this is, and then our goal is to give it to local papers, give it to you. You can send it out to people that and get it out there for y'all and then for me.
That's perfect.
Obviously.
I appreciate you doing that.
Well, see, at first I was so freaked out. Everyone freaks out about this class because it's like things every week have to be due, and it's like this whole massive thing. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this. And then I was like scrolling one night, and you had posted a video of like the academy picking up y'all stuff or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And like the next morning I woke up, I was like, hey, I bet I could do that for my journalism project. So I went in, and she was like, that's really interesting. She was all for it. So I was like, sweet.
Yeah, and anything you need, let me know.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it because I've seen it, but I don't know a lot about it. Now I know a lot more about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's super cool. But so basically, within the coming few months, me and you will meet up probably 2 or 3 more times, just to get more info as I come across new things that I need from you. Obviously, sometimes it'll just be a quick text, hey, like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Super simple. Okay, so you said you have like a lot of other people really in on this with you, basically in on this organization. So if you could send me after we leave here today, or ask them first, of course, I don't want to ambush anybody, like, is it cool if I call them up and have like a phone interview with them just to get some perspective? It could be TJ, it could be a person that has like donated a ranch to y'all, it could be your fraternity brother's dad, really just anybody that can give more perspective to some of the stuff you're saying.
Absolutely.
And then eventually, hopefully, this is what would be cool, is if, because like you said, you had a ranch in Bernie, got one in Lakey. If like, okay, March 18th or whatever that weekend, these people are going to be out here. Like if you could let me know and I could go take some pictures of them just for that website again. Obviously, you have to clear that with them first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I will need some photos that I've taken. I can use photos that anybody else has taken too, but I gotta have a few of my own, obviously. I have until the end of April, so it doesn't have to be, like right now or anything like that. So you got some time to kind of like figure a day out or something that would be.
Yeah,
good.
I know a guy actually that's in a wheelchair as well. His name's Larry.
Okay.
And he actually has like pretty good access to this one ranch.
Okay.
So if worst comes to worst, I can hit him up and we can go out there. And just hang
sweet.
out.
Yeah, for sure. We can do any of that.
Yeah.
Any of that works. And I have a car, so I can drive basically anywhere. I just got to take off work basically, which isn't hard either. So that's basically the gist of it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great for both of
I'm
us.
so excited. But yeah, this is super cool. Is there so I asked you about fears going into this. What were your initial hopes for this? Like, did you think you would have, you probably didn't think you would have all these ranches donated and all this
Yeah.
help, but like, what were your initial hopes for the organization?
My initial hopes were honestly just to kind of get the awareness out there, you know, because every time I go to like Bass Pro Shops or Dick's Sporting Goods, you know, it's cool seeing like Realtree and Under Armour and all that, but like me growing up with TJ and seeing him develop and his disease kind of develop as well, there wasn't a brand or anything out there that represented the disabled yet. So that's when I like kind of took it by the reins, and I wasn't like mad about it.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like,
here we go.
I was kind of like hurt and weirded out that there wasn't something there. But I don't think that people are like around it all the time. Unless you're like brothers with them, which I'm pretty much brothers with TJ.
Exactly.
But I don't know. It's just something weird happened that night where the idea just like popped in my head. It was like a light switch kind of. Yeah. Like I wasn't even really thinking about any of it, and then it just boom.
And so, would you say like your classes here at Texas State, you said your marketing and
sales,
that's helped you, I'm assuming, with all of this, pretty much.
Yeah, talking to like all the ranch owners and stuff, I have like a pretty good emotional intelligence, like, cognitive ability. So when I'm like talking to them, I kind of know like the limitations of what we can do without even them really telling me. Yeah. And like hunting and fishing my entire life has helped me out too, you know, because I've been around people that try to come on ranches and they kind of, you give them an inch, take a mile. So we're like we never expect anything coming in, you know, let us shoot, you know, a doe, whatever it is. So
sweet.
That's what people like about us coming out there too. Is we're not like, where's the biggest deer? You know? They just like going out there and hanging out.
Yeah, having fun. That's super cool. So would you say, what has been so far like the most exciting moment out of all of this?
The most exciting moment it'd be close between Academy and then our first guy. You know, just like seeing his celebration after he harvested that buck. That was pretty close. Probably him celebrating was because that's when it was like it all came together. You know,
like this
bringing him down here, selling my shirts. You know,
full cycle,
coordinating the flight, him coming, us getting ready, going hunting, and then like it just like right when you did that, it's like finish line. You know?
And do you go on most of them or some of them?
Yeah, I go on them, but I'm just there hanging out.
That they get to get to meet you. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, how'd the Academy thing happen? Like, you reach out to them, or they kind of just saw your stuff?
Yeah, one of my buddies, Chase, knows, like, the lady that's in charge of, like, the clothes and stuff. And he's like, email this lady with all the stuff, video, because I wrote, like, an article as well.
Sweet.
On LinkedIn, yeah, I can shoot you that. But so I started an email. Gave her, like, the pitch of how there's not a brand that represents the growing community of the disabled. Yeah. Told her how we're, like, very inclusive with all disabilities. We're not just, I know our logo has, like, a wheelchair, but disabled is anything that puts you kind of behind the able body, you know? Yeah. So I told them that. And they're like, well, we're kind of downsizing our stores, but what we can do is put you on the website for, like, drop shipping. And I was like, that's perfect. So that's super cool. We're actually running, like, the warehouse out of my buddy's house in town.
Oh, my gosh.
So whenever we get, like, approved with Academy, then we're just going to buy, like, thousands of hats, thousands of shirts, and literally just stack them in my buddy's room.
And you've gotten a lot of support from people buying like hats and shirts.
Yeah, I really have. Yeah, I got my buddies, like they're all helping me
everywhere.
Like I got my truck. I got a lot of trucks up here with like big stickers.
Big stickers, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen a few stickers. That's where I was like, oh wow, this is bigger than originally like I thought.
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing everyone like supporting it.
Yeah.
Know, so
and like Nathan Stovall, there was a picture that y'all posted. Or like the page posted, and he had it on his truck, like wherever he is now. Like, so that's cool.
Yeah, his truck's pretty slick, so pretty honored to him wanting it on there.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. Well, for today, I would